The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the free throw.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Russell passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Bain passes to Morant. Driving in, and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And man, does Morant really show he's got such insane athleticism. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
Man, how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatched.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Russell against Jackson. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Russell against Morant. The feed to Adams. Outside Jackson. The 6 to shoot. Morant looking around. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 9.
Leave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, you know, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
Edwards against Bain. And Bain pulls it down.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
2 points. That one goes.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And finished up by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect for the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Towns kicks to Edwards. And the The rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant passes to Brooks. And here's Jackson. Back to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 7. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns kicks to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 8.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 13.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 7. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies. Timberwolves trail by 7. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Morant. Passes it to Adams. Outside, Bain. Adams down low. He's guarded by Russell. Adams shot is good.
You're going to have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Edwards looking it over. The rebound by Steven Adams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Bain. Jackson against Towns. Jackson passes to Bain. Now here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight.
Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Bain. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Out to Brooks. Jackson down low. Working on McDaniels. Here's Adams. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Gobert. Over Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And if he gets looks that plainly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
That free throw missing. He's off on the second.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Bain passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Amazing that Bain fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range in his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. And the pass to Morant. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You also love that Bain absolutely puts in the work.
High effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Here's Russell. Edwards with it. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams outside. Brooks the pass to Morant. Shakes him. Double clutches. And McDaniels with the block. Pass to Towns with his first shot attempt, and he makes that one.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Brooks outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Timberwolves on defense. 9-point game. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Morant against Edwards. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Outside for Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
To the middle, it's stolen by Adams. And they're on the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. From outside, off the mark. Jackson passes to Bain. Launches a 3.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the
16.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
We've got Green, and it's Aldama with the force one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Passes to Tillman. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Timberwolves trail by 13. Out to the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Puts it up from 15. Aldama with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Memphis. Outside, Jones. And there's the pass to Aldama. And stolen by Prince. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Reed. Here's Aldama. This is it to Concho. That three off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Tyus Jones.
And so Jones nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Kicks it out to Prince. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Back to Jones. Pass to Concho. Down low. Green, the pass to Concho. Back to Green. And the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Aldama passes to Concho. Here's Aldama. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Clark. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Anderson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. There's the pass to Concho. From the arc. Doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Driving the lane. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Concho. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Aldama. Defended by Anderson. Jones, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They double him with Green. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Concho. That's his first foul. So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 13. Over to the wing. Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's blocked by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
He was all alone on that. Green's got 5.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Green. Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Reed with it. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with the sides of the lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Towns. A special move before the shot. Towns has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Minnesota. And here's Morant. Jackson finds Morant. Three-pointer. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Edwards passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Morant against Russell. It's stolen by Edwards. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis. And Edwards drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Now Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Back to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. This one for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. And he gets it back. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside, Edwards. Morant with some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Bain passes to Brooks. There's the 3. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Morant kicks to Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Morant bats for 2. Outside, Bain. Adams trying to free himself up. And Desmond Bain with the 3.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Memphis.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And Adams kicks to Bain. Morant against Russell. Pass to Bain. Goes back up. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. And there's the feed to Towns. He kicks it to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by McDaniel.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Now here's Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage.
And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Up top Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Grant.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Morant. Pulls up, high post. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
George outside. Launches a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Down low. And stolen by Covington. Zubac passes to Leonard. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Leonard.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Morant with it. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Now Wall. Leonard up top. Puts up a 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Now Adams. He's guarded by Zubac. Adams, shot's good.
Hosing his wheel. Steven Adams gutting it out against good defense.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those 2 together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Morant, the pass to Jackson, and the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Wall finds Covington. Out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Ball against Morant. On the wing, Bain launches a 3. That one no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Morant, pass to Bain. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
George passes to Zubac. Good on the shot.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Memphis leading. And here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Pass to Brooks. Now Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 7 feet. Bain, no good. George outside. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies up 1. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Memphis?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Wall in at the point. Here's Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Morant against Wall. It's stolen by Wall. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant with it. Back to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Zubac, screen. Out to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they're able to recover. George, no good.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. Outside for Brooks. Jackson outside. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Here's Wall. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now to Covington. There's the triple. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside wall. Pass to Covington. George outside. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Rebound by the Clippers. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Spydi.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Covington against Morant. Jackson. No good that time. Good D by Covington. The Clippers trail. Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Bain. Adams against Zubac. The drive by Morant. Brooks outside. 5 to shoot. Jackson finds Brooks. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Driving in, and the dunk by Jackson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Adams against Wall. Left side Covington. 13 feet out. Jump shot is good that time. Covington's got 5 now.
Beautiful shot from Robert Covington. He knows when to take the mid-range jumper.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got John Conchar, also Tyus Jones out there, Green out there with Xavier Tillman, and it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson can't get it to go.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, BA. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta. Morris has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Back to Jones. The layup off target. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Morris. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Jones with the ball, picked up by Powell. Jones against Powell, outside for Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Tillman, the shot no good. Batum with the defensive effort. And Spydi with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Jones against Jackson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
A prototype 3-and-D guy, Green's focused on becoming a more complete player. Part of that is becoming more consistent from the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson outside. Here's Kennard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's got his first basket.
When Kennard is that set up, you almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Back to Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Strong move at the rim. The defender was just a tad bit late and contested.
Out to Powell. This for the tie. Drains the triple. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Pass to Eldama. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Jackson outside. Powell outside. To the middle. Here's Batum. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Jones. Nice shot by Kennard.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Pass to Eldama. Here's Conchar. Outside Jones. Looking to win the run. And it's good on the lay-in. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Up top, Jackson, defended by Jones. Nice shot by Morris.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
To the inside. Here's Eldama. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on that one. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Adams checked in for Tillman. Brooks comes in for Green. Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Morant. Now here's Wall. He's closely guarded. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And Subats with the basket on the assist from Wall. And the Clippers lead by 6. And so it's Los Angeles leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Payne, the pass to Jackson. Back to Payne. And George with some nice D.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's Payne with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Brooks, right side. Pass to Payne. Back to Brooks. Oh, Leonard with the block.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Jones. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Covington. Outside Wall. Here's Covington. Defended by Jackson. Now here's Wall. And here's Zubac. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Jones. Back to Jackson. Fires for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. Now Wall, and they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Morant, he's checked in for Jones. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Morant against Wall. Out to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Brooks. And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
That free throw misses.
At the line for Memphis, Jaren Jackson Jr.
And he's good on the second. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Payne. From the arc. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The kick out to Wall. The three-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Payne into the lane. And that one is hammered home.
I love the physicality behind Payne's drive, letting the defense know he isn't changing course.
Wall against Moran. Pass to Zubas. For three, Covington gets the three to fall.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Kawhi Leonard.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Buries it for three.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Moran against Wall. George outside. This one for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson left side. Pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. Back to Adams. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Clippers ball.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. They have to feel... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie...
I hope he is. He's a terrific all-star. Trending well for sure, Dave. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. Edwards can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. And Wall kicks to Covington. 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. They did. And thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now, here's George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Wall finds Leonard. And here is Zubac. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside Russell. Outside Towns. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
All with it. He's picked up by Russell. The 3 from George. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Wall with the ball. Covington wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Edwards, that's good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Here's George. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Clippers leading by 6. With the crossover, the kick out to Wall. Outside, George. Towns against Covington. George passes to Covington. Off target from three-point range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. So the wing on the left. Gobert with a wide open look. No good with the wing jumper. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Teardrop shot. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Stolen by McDaniels. Stolen by George. Outside, Covington. Right wing. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Wall's shot is off. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Wall finds Covington. Here's George. That one rolling around and rims out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. That's the foul to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Oh, here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range. Russell high post. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Clippers leading by 6. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Outside, George, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's stolen by Gobert.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Russell passes to Towns. Leonard with the steal. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Stolen by Zubac. One-on-one here. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Outside, Covington. Leonard inside, working on McDaniels, and McDaniels with the block. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3. Clippers leading by 6. George looking over the floor. Covington trying to break free. George, no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Russell against Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Wall kicks to Leonard. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Zubac finds Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
John Wall.
Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. Out to Russell. A 3 ball. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's Covington on the wing. A pass to George. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. McDaniels.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Ball against Russell. Takes it out to Covington. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. Passes it to Russell. And there it is for him.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's Wall, outside Leonard. Pass to Covington. Here's George, and it's jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And he recovers it. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Misses from short range.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough. Thank you, David. And we'll be we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers, but certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league. Had to alter his release at the last possible moment and somehow still gets it to go.
Out to Morris. Pass to Kennard. The pass to Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Jackson misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Prince outside. Passes to McLaughlin. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Pass to Kennard. Prince against Powell. It's Powell on the wing. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Morris finds Kennard. Stole it. Here's Noel. He's got 6. Here's Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Basket counts. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. Nice move. And the layup is good. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Here's Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Jackson down low. Morris gets to Powell. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Batum. Stolen by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Prince has got the ball. The feed to Anderson. Out of bounds as the Clippers take possession. The Clippers trail. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Morris outside. Pass to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Powell dishes to Batum. Jackson in the corner. 6 to shoot. Morris inside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 14-4 run. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Leonard attacking, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Kawhi Leonard so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Now here's McDaniel. He's covered by Leonard. Outside, Towns. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball against Russell. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Well, the vertical on display by John Wall. My goodness.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards with the stop.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. Russell passes to Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And the Clippers call time here. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. He told his guys, the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Here's Edwards. Good D by Covington. Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
See, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Minnesota?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Ball against Russell. And Wall kicks to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Wall. Over Russell. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Towns finds Russell. Good, it is. This goes to Towns. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 5. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards against George. Edwards passes corner, McDaniels. The dish to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Russell with a wide open look. Kept alive. Outside, Towns. Ball against Edwards. He takes it in and finished off by Edwards.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backcourt.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Looking to end the run. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
Drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Los Angeles with another miss. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the...
the NBA on two. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Now here's Bain. And a Great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant, the pass to Adams.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
He misses the free throw. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. Kyle's doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Russell against Morant for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the basket by Towns.
High percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Fires the three. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Towns for three. That shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Up top Bain. Guarded by Edwards. Outside for Brooks. From downtown. Towns with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's Memphis with it. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. From deep, Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Jackson.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Adams a screen. Morant finds Adams. Tries again. Outside for Morant. And it's off from three-point range.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Pass to Russell. McDaniels from long range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson outside. Inside. Trying to get back on track. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
So he can't get either to fall. Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Adams with a screen on Russell. Clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Morant. From deep. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
It's really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And so he makes both from the line. Memphis trailing here. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Here's Edwards. They get it again. Gobert. Towns for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Well, the Grizzlies shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's how you do it, big fella. With power. Yes.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Banked it in off the glass. Edwards has got 10 points.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Morant. No good with a layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
No good on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Jackson. Here's Adams. Right side Morant. Let's go with a 3. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And here's Adams to the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks against Edwards. Pass to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Second chance effort. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
Gobert, second chance shot. Takes him. The kick out to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Here's Edwards. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant against Russell. Looking to get back on track. And the layup by Morant. Morant's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Morant, the pass to Adams, and stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Jackson, pass to Bain. Over Edwards. Bain, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Outside for Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, the seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Oh, deflected. Oh, Brooks with the steal. He's all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Moran against Russell. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Right side Bain. Some solid defense from Edwards. Well, the Timberwolves shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Double team on Russell. Pass to Gobert. Launches it. Left side Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bain with it. Back to Jackson. Outside Bain. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Tie game in Minnesota. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with you.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Well, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
On the wing, Green. Turnaround Jay. Pass to Tillman. Lets it go. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Brent is checked in for McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. He takes it in. And he throws it down with one hand.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Up top, Edwards. 16 points for him. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside for Green. Pass to Conchar. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Edwards. Here's Brent. The 3. Just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nails it from 3.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Jones up top. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Outside Jones. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Boy, this is Green's game in a nutshell. He is an efficient catch-and-shoot player.
Outside Edwards. Oh, it's stolen. On the wing, Green. Jones in the post, and now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. Clark. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Anderson inside. Blocked. 1:44 left to play in the third quarter here.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 40% so far in this one. Right side Anderson. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
To the right side. Pass to McLaughlin. And stolen by Jones. Here's Conchar. Clark outside. Reed with the rebound.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
On the wing, Noel. To the middle. Reed in the post. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down low. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Anderson. Count that bucket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. Back to Conchar. Outside, Green. Now here's Anderson. To the inside. McLaughlin, shot is good. McLaughlin's got his first points in this one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
On the wing, Conchar. Outside, Green. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves ahead. We're up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, you put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Outside Russell, pass to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home. Cutting into this lead, they're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skill.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out the shooters.
Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis leading. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
McDaniels can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Moran. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. Payne, the pass to Moran. Deflected by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
4 on the clock. Here's Moran. Adams, the pass to Moran. Outside Bain. And there's a 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Here's Edwards with the drive. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Moran. Stolen by Russell. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. Outside Moran. Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Outside for Moran. Brooks with it. Guarded by Edwards. Here's Moran. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And here's Adams. From deep, Moran knocks down the long J. Moran's got 10 points here in the second half.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Russell. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Outside Moran. On the wing, Bain. Guarded by Russell. From deep, Moran. Moran missing again. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Towns can't get it to go. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Moran missing again. The Timberwolves trail. To halt the run. Russell attacking. And the layup is up and in.
Wow, talking about saving something for the end. D'Angelo, getting it done. You the man.
Moran pass to Brooks from deep three-point range. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. Edwards can't hit.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baiting him into it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Russell attacking. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Jackson outside. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. The 3-ball. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams at the 5 down low. Wall against Morant. Screen by Adams. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I'll see you, young fella.
Wall looking it over. Outside Leonard. Over Brooks. And it's Leonard missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to. But trying to keep this core group of guys together, if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Takes it out to Covington. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Covington passes to Wall. Shoots over Morant. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Takes it inside, and Morant throws it down.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Outside, Wall. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's Wall. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Right side, George.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Paul George at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Covington finds George, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Ball passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angle, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Morant bats for 2. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Wall. Kicks it to Leonard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
The Grizzlies on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Outside, Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. George against Brooks. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. Morant with the steal. Bain with it. Leonard picks him up. Bain passes to Adams. For Memphis, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
That one is off.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Here's George. And too long on the shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Wall passes to Zubac. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Both free throws good from Morant. Zubac with it. And here's Leonard from 3.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
And Zook. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Morris is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brooks against Powell. Clock at 6. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Jackson. From downtown. Great D that time from Bain. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Jackson finds Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Jackson passes to Powell. That one no good. Morant with some nice D. There's the pass to Powell. Back to Morris. Outside Jackson. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Clippers trail by 14. Outside Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
Leonard hits them both. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. A 12-point game. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Morant. 15 points in the game. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
George with no one around. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant outside. He dishes it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Ball against Morant. And here's Covington from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Memphis?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for John Wall. Kennard finds Batum. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Dave. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That's good from Morant. And here are the Grizzlies. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Outside, Bain. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Batum passes to Zubac. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bain. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And George kicks to Batum. Misses the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. The Grizzlies have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That's good from Morant. "20 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Come get it, come get it.
And Morant throws it down.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Leonard driving inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
He's perfect from the line this time. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. And of everything.
12, the Grizzlies, 32.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Green. Jones is out there with Clark, and it's Aldama in a power forward.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Powell. Morris outside. Shot clock at 2. Here's Wall. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Aldama passes to Green, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Aldama can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
Memphis leading by 18. Pass to Concho. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Covington against Clark. They kick it out to Green. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Leonard comes in for Norman Powell. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for John Wall. And it's Paul George in for Jackson. Here's George. And it's off the back rim, no good. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Jones dishes to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Outside, Green. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Covington finds Zubac. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Zubac has got 9.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the third quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Aldama. Traps in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And George kicks to Kennard. Leonard on the wing. Outside for George. Passes to Kennard. Back to George. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 1:17 left in the third. Jones, the pass to Concho. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Jones. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And the Clippers call time here. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Covington. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. And it's blocked. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Driving to the basket. Pass to Green. Back to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Leonard inside. He's against Green. In the corner, Kennard with it. Here's Zubac. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Paul George, Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Morant. With a step back, and it's good for 2. Morant's got 24.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And that one is good from Zubac.
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Morant with a wide-open look. Rebounded by Covington.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And George, here we go. And here's Leonard from 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Jackson misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Here's Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. They get it back. From deep, George. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here's Brooks. Morant outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Takes the three, drains the three-pointer. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter. Hey, Greg, talking about the great John Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now the pass to Brooks. And the Grizzlies get it back. Launches a three. The shot, no good. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Morant against George. In the corner, it's Bain. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Brooks with him. Leonard picks him up. 5 to shoot. The three from Morant. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's George missing. For Memphis, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for John Morant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
That's his third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Memphis. Stephen Adams. 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Powell, the pass to George. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Now, here's Bain. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
That's good from Morant.
Shooting for Memphis. John Morant.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer's right on target.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Passes it to Bain. Back to Morant. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. And here's George for 3. He can't get that one to fall. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Graham. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Now here's George. Down low. Here's Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Kicks it to George. From deep. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And he's able to get it back. George has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. George against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Zubac comes with a double team. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Wall. Outside Covington. From outside the arc. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
Edwards with it. And he banks in the layup. Edwards has got 6 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Wall. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Russell. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Wall, the pass to George. Now here's Leonard. Here's the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George finds Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 3rd assist of the night.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. And Edwards slams it in.
What a slam. That dunk was just ridiculous.
You see the defense, Grant? They're all making business decisions up there. Leonard up top. McDaniels covering. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves trail. There's 53 seconds left now in the first quarter. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. And it's blocked by Wall.
Swatted by the guard. John Wall has sneaky length at 6'3".
Here's Leonard. Kicks it to George. There's 25 seconds left in the opening quarter. Foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Gobert passes to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. To the middle. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. And it's going to be a 3-second call. George outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Wall. George outside. Back to Wall. Leonard passes to Wall. Inside. Another shot. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Wall with it. Towns covering. Covington passes to Leonard. George outside. And the layup is good. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Leonard outside. Going inside. Here's Zubac. Leonard finds Zubac. Outside Covington. Back to George. Out to Covington. Clock at 4. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the player's respect.
Count that one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Covington. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. And here's Wall. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And it's good. 2 points. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Stolen by Russell. There's 47 seconds left to play in the half. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. 5 on the clock. Here's Covington. Covered by Towns. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Tipped. Now George. Over Edwards. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, these teams...
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And I couldn't tell exactly what happened. And apparently, I guess the refs didn't get a clear look at it either. They have to get it right because this is a big moment in the game.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
20.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for Minnesota, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Reed in at the center position. Powell for 3. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Batum. Out to Powell. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball to the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Kicks it out to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. And another shot. Six to shoot. Tries yet again. McLaughlin. And they converted last on attempt number 3. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Kennard. Powell in the post. Prince is there. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Jackson. Blocked. Here's Noel. Defended by Kennard. Prince down low. Working on Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Here's Noel. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Here's Prince. Powell covers. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. And there's the rejection.
A sneaky presence at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Jackson attacking. Up to Powell. And here's Morris. Back to Powell. Batum. Pass to Powell. What do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Jackson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Anderson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Anderson.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
.133 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Anderson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kennard outside. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Noel with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Into the lane.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Jackson outside. Powell right side. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
A three-point specialist like Kennard won't pass on a corner shot.
Here's McLaughlin on the take. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Look at the intensity on that drive. Norman Powell charging in like no one can stop him.
Here's McLaughlin. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota basketball.
Prince down low. Now covers.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Batum outside. Here's Kennard. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard at the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Second chance effort. They get it back. Leonard passes to George. For 3, Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 5.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
Here's McLaughlin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Leonard against McDaniels. Covington passes to George. Leonard on the wing. 4 on the clock. Pass to George. Jacks up a 3. Shot by Leonard, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Back to Covington. Wall with it. Towns covering. Wall, the pass to Covington. The shot won't fall for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside for Russell. To tie it up. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Here he goes. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. As this game enters its final moments, he told his guys to keep their cool, saying, quote, no sloppy play. Let's stay true to what we do best. We're almost there, gentlemen.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Leonard has a great feel for when the defender is just a little out of position.
And Leonard drops them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Edwards against George. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Outside Covington. Hits the three-pointer. Covington's got 6 here in the quarter.
Robert Covington, we see you, big fella. We see you.
Russell from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball finds Covington. Leonard with the ball. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Russell up top, defended by Jackson. Here's Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how the error will ultimately play out.
Up top, Jackson, guarded by Russell. Here's Leonard. Yeah!
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Over Leonard. No good off the glass. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Jackson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And now an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
It's stolen by Leonard. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.